Welcome to AH University, brought to you by Aggressive Hydraulics. In this presentation, Tony Casassa, the engineering manager at Aggressive Hydraulics, will help you understand the essentials of hydraulic cylinder sizing. This 5-part series will delve into the primary aspects, including direction, force, distance, speed, and power. In this third video, the focus shifts to distance.
Next thing we're going to talk about is the stroke requirement. So here we're talking about what distance does the load need to move, and that's going to determine the difference between the extended and retracted length of the cylinder. Longer stroke is going to require a longer retracted length. The other issue with long strokes is at some point you're going to decrease the buckling strength, especially of a smaller bore, smaller rod cylinder. So sometimes in very long cylinders, it may be that the size is not determined so much on the load that the cylinder needs to move, but it may be on providing adequate buckling strength for the load. So one example, rail grinder has a tilt cylinder that positions the grinding wheel. In this case, the cylinder never bottoms out in either direction. So it on the machine, it never fully extends and it never fully retracts, but it operates within those extremes and is controlled, in this case, by a sensor and valves and a programmable logical control that keep it within the desired range. In other cases, for example, a high rail, the cylinder, in most of the times it operates, it fully extends and fully retracts, so the cylinder bottoms out in both directions. So when the high rail gear is put down, the cylinders fully extend to get the tracks as far off to the ground as possible. And when the cylinders retract, they lift the high rail gear up and they continue lifting until the cylinder bottoms out to get them as high as possible away from the track. There's other cases where it bottoms out one direction but not the other, and one example is a boom. So when it fully retracts, it pulls the boom out down into a rest where it'll stay during transport, whereas at full extend, the cylinder bottoms out and the boom's just free to move within the air.
This concludes Part 3. Be sure to check out the remaining videos linked below. Visit aggressivehydraulics.com and try our custom online apps, including our hydraulic cylinder calculators and quoting applications.
Contact us today to start your purpose-built process.